Hello friends, Father Joe here. Hope you're doing well, staying healthy, being safe, and hope you have or you will be getting a vaccine against the COVID-19. So welcome to June 2021, and welcome to what seems to be the reopening and a return to some normalcy in our lives and in our country, as some of the restrictions for COVID are being relaxed and in time probably discontinued to a great degree. Looking ahead to St. Marys Crescent and what's going to be happening here. Somebody always wants to call, huh? I'll turn that down. It's a friend of mine. I met him 46 years ago at my first parish. He was a college kid, and now he's married, obviously has children, and children are out of the house. But anyways, I will call him back later. So we're getting back to life here, to whatever the new normal will be. And that includes here in the church, in the parish. And we're looking back to restarting many activities, but most important for us is getting back to Mass and being here in person, receiving the Eucharist. As you may know from mailing we sent to you this week, you might have it, you might get it in a day or so, a sort of pinkish sheet. And in it, it notes that beginning this weekend, June 5th and 6th, we'll be having all three Masses, the regular schedule, available for attending Mass. So we'll have the 4:30 Saturday Vigil Mass, we'll have 8 a.m. Sunday morning, and 10:30 Sunday morning, which is also live streamed. Please note, if at all possible though, we'd ask you to still continue to sign up for any of those Masses. It helps us keep any contact tracing if necessary. However, people can walk in at any time. We do have restrictions. We're still restricted as we come to church. And so masks must be worn when we're in church. We may change that in time, but as of the moment, the guideline that we're following says masks in church. Also, there will be social distancing in church. We're only using every other pew, and although there might be another 2 or 3 people in the pew that you would be seated, we would hope that there'd be a spacing between you of that 5-6 feet or so. So be aware of that. In time, again, this may change. We look for guidance not only from the state, and we also look for guidance from the diocese when it comes to our sacramental celebrations. You may have also heard that Bishop Scharfenberger has rescinded the dispensation that allowed us not to go to church this past 15 months. However, there is what is called a particular dispensation that is still in effect. What is that? I don't know. No, I do know. And again, it's in this little letter that was sent to you. And let me read it again or share with you again what a particular dispensation is. It says that in certain situations, the faithful, that's you and me, when it comes to Mass attendance, it says, if you're sick, if you experience cold or flu-like symptoms, COVID symptoms, you're not obliged to be at Mass. If you experience symptoms of a serious illness, don't have to go to church. If you're in what they call the vulnerable category, and this is very broad, but includes the elderly. You can tell me what elderly is, but if you're 32, I don't think you're elderly. But people with weakened immune systems, people with long-term conditions such as cancer or diabetes or heart conditions or respiratory conditions, may not be obligated to be at Mass on the weekend. If you're a person that's having some continuing anxiety or concerns about returning to Mass, because as we know, the COVID is still with us. We're not 100% through it. And so it may take a few more months for us to, really see the light when it comes to the COVID pandemic. And if you wish to come to Mass and you found it impossible to do so because of maybe limited capacity for the church, then one is not obligated to attend Mass. And it also says, regarding a particular dispensation, and out of concern for others, ought not attend if they have certainly fulfilled their intention to be at Mass in person. Of course, Catholics should continue to use prudent judgment based upon religious and medical considerations as to whether to go to church or not. Okay. I would hope that, in the coming weeks and months, that we'll be moving toward all of us really, really being together. And when it comes to that, for our parish of St. Mary's, I'm looking forward to the weekend of September 11th and 12th. That's the weekend that we're earmarking here as the beginning after the summer, so to speak. And we're planning for that moment, for that weekend, and thereafter. Just as an aside, this is not why we come to church, but on the weekend of the 11th and 12th, besides coming to Mass and fulfilling our obligation, seeing old friends, receiving the Eucharist that maybe we've been unable to receive because we couldn't go to church or we're unable to go to church, we're going to have a gift for everybody. What's the gift? I know. I'm not telling. But you'll love it. I know you'll love it. And then after the Masses, we plan to have some coffee and donuts after Mass for those who would like to stay for a bit. Again, say hello to people that you haven't seen in a while. And then the following weekend, September 18th and 19th, we're going to have, we want our kids there on the 11th and 12th, but we're going to have a special liturgy where we want to make sure the kids are there too, along with their parents. And we're going to commission the new faith formation teachers. It takes a minute or two, a mini prayer service after the homily. But also we're going to have a very, very special gift. Again, only a few of us know what the gift is, for all the children and youth who will be attending Mass. And quite frankly, I was also thinking today, when I was walking across the street from the rectory to the offices, I said, maybe that same gift we might be able to give to the entire parish that weekend. So it looks like we're going to have 2 weekends in a row, 2 different gifts. Don't miss it. Don't miss it. You be there or be square, as they used to say. And then we have some other things within the office that we talked about that we need to prepare, sort of like the environment. What do you see when you walk into church? So we're working on some of those things, but one of the things we're going to involve you with as parishioners of the parish is we want to put together a parish mosaic, pictures of the people of the parish, your family, picture your family. So in about a couple of weeks or so, you're going to get a little note from us or email from us. Be something in our app, something on the website that's going to ask every parishioner, every family of the parish to send Stephanie probably a picture of your family. Okay, we want it sent electronically. We don't want you to put it in the mail or anything. Electronic picture. Everyone has the iPhones or whatever phones you have. You take your picture, you send it to all your relatives. You can send it to us, and then we're going to put a mosaic together of all these family pictures. And I would say when you send that in, just put a little note with it that says this is my family name and this is the name of the people in the picture. So we have that. So I think that'd be a great little thing. And, we have about 1,200 families in the parish. I know some people maybe might have a difficulty with this, but wouldn't it be a great thing if we had 700-800 of the families at least sending in a picture? We're part of the parish, and here's the faces of a parish. It ain't the church building that holds the people, so that they can come in, pray a little, and then be sent out to do the work of the Lord. So, look forward to that. That should be a fun thing to be a part of. We have other activities, of course, that have gone on before the pandemic, and we've had them existing and in place in a different way the last 15 months, but we'll be back to the normal ways to some degree. So we'll be planning for faith formation beginning in September, October time. We'll be, planning to have those variety of ministries that we have. We'll talk about that in a second. We'll talk about anointing of the sick. We'll be doing something for the parish on a wider scale than the one-on-one anointings that I do whenever I'm called. But watch your mail, watch the website, watch the app, watch the emails to you with more information in the coming weeks and next couple of months. Some activities that I would really give you a little attention to right now are this weekend coming up, the 5th and 6th of June. The youth group, they're going to do a collection of bottles and cans. That means plastic bottles, not glass bottles, plastic bottles and cans, deposit ones. And we're going to be collecting those at the garages in the parking lot of the parish, 9:30 to 11 a.m. Saturday. 9:30 to 11 a.m. Saturday morning. And then on Sunday, we're going to be doing it from 9:30 till 10:30, just before Mass on Sunday. So again, hopefully you saved all those bottles and cans that you used for your gatherings. I know it was rainy this holiday weekend, but some people still gathered and had something inside. So everybody helping helps a lot. And then as we come back to church, we have these masses and everything, and it's not like the old days. Some of us remember the old days when all you needed was the priest. The priest walked into church, he did the Mass, he maybe had a server or two, and that was about it. Somebody took up the collection. Well, we know that things have changed in the last 50, 60 years. And now we have much more involvement in our ministries, just for Mass, let alone other ministries and organizations of the parish. So as we come back to church in the next weeks and the next month or two, we need our various ministers, whether they be returning or even new people of the parish, to be greeters at the Mass you attend. Eucharistic ministers or readers at the Mass you attend. Tech people. We have this ministry where we live stream the Mass, and we have a few people that do it faithfully, but a few more would be helpful. And I know there's some people out there that really know that ministry particularly, the technology thing. I'm lucky I can turn on my computer, but or turn on the microphone. People that can do that. And we need servers at Mass. We have music ministers. Everyone says, well, that Richard Patorti, he's so good. Boy, they just want to call me today, don't they? If I only knew how to turn these things on and off. There we go. Where was I? Oh, I want to throw this away. The tech people. Then we have the servers and the music ministry. Richard does a great job, but Richard needs your help too. We have the three Masses. Can we help? We need cantors. We have people. You play an instrument. Talk to Richard about that. We have faith formation coming up. Teachers. We need teachers from other grade levels. Yeah. You say the teacher who taught my kids last year was great, and we're happy to hear that. But there's other people that could, support our teachers, because people want to move on sometimes to a different ministry, or we have a class that has more kids than should be in it, in a sense. For we'd like to have smaller classes. So, if 8 or 10 is the max number, and we got 15, well, maybe we need to split it. 7 kids in one class and one of the 8, but we need more teachers. We need more teachers. So if you want more information about those things, call the office. Stephanie, about all of it really, but obviously it's faith formation. You call Rachel, but we'll direct the interest to whomever, so that the appropriate contact is made and the appropriate training is made, because we need to know what that ministry is about. One of the things that is always applicable to our parish is supporting it, not only in our time and talent, but with our treasure. And when it comes to financial support, I have to say straight out, as I've said many times in the past months, you all have been very, very generous and faithful to your continuing to support the parish during these difficult times, during a pandemic, something that hopefully we'll never live through again. But you continue to support the work of the parish because it went on. And by the way, the bills from Niagara Mohawk or whoever does our electric and heat, I had to pay the staff, had to pay them. We've been able to do that without a problem. And so I just ask you to continue to do what you've done. And if you say I'm saving my envelopes or my support until I'm back there in person, well, keep saving. And when you come back, put that $2,000 or $3,000 check in the collection. Don't forget it when you come to church, okay? So, but anyways, we thank you for that support. We also continue live streaming. I want to mention that again. We live stream our 10:30 Mass. Now, we had a little issue this past weekend. Father Joe, me, was away. Everything happens when the pastor's away. I hate when that happens. But there was a reason for the thing, and it obviously could not be done in time to, it was moments before Mass was detected, and it took longer to bring the system back. So, you were dispensed. It was okay. God understands those situations. Even my sister. I talked to my sister. We're recording this on Wednesday. I talked to her Tuesday, and she said to me, "What happened with Mass?" She says, "My husband and I were ready to go to church, to pray, and all of a sudden there was nothing there available." And so I told her. But it's a valuable technology. I think that, to me, one of the things that I've come to appreciate during the pandemic is not necessarily the live streaming, although we come to understand that it has broader use than how we're using it now. But it's valuable just for that people who are unable to come to church, people who live across the USA or even in parts of the world, can be part of this Christian community, this Catholic community, on a weekly basis, whether it's live or, as one of my friends who live in Singapore, he can watch it archived, 12 hours later, because there's about a 12-hour timeline there. So, we need to appreciate that and use it. And then, the thing that I also really grew to like a lot was Zoom. There's pros and cons to all this. But I don't think that, to me at least, that come the end of the pandemic, that we say, well, that was good for those 15 months. We won't use it anymore. I don't think so. Nay. I think that there is value there. So how do you make some blending? How do you blend some of these things that are technologies we were using for the first time with the pandemic versus what we were doing before the pandemic? Is there some hybrid, if you will? Just like having cars now, hybrids. Is there? And I think there is. And I think that we'll be a better people for it down the road. I certainly want to thank all the people that are behind the scenes who continue to make it all happen. Um, People at Mass, people in the office, and all that stuff, we sometimes don't think that what we do is that important. It's all important. We each have a part to play in being that body of Christ, to be that community. And everybody's part is included, especially when it's done well. And when it's a well-run machine, for want of a word. It's a well-run community. Some people still ask, how's Father Joe doing? How's Father Joe? Well, I just finished 6 weeks of physical therapy for a little issue I was having. And I'm seeing the doctor tomorrow. Again, this is Wednesday, it'll be tomorrow. But my therapist recommended to me highly, and he was really, he looked me in the eye and said, Father, you should do this at least 6 or 7 times a week. And I said, what's that? He goes, you should play golf 6 or 7 times a day a week. And who am I to not listen to the doctor, the therapist? I'm just kidding. But I hope I do follow the doctor's orders. But anyways, summer's here, and we certainly need to enjoy the summer. But at the same time, let's continue to take the steps. Might be little steps for the next couple of weeks or so, but the steps that bring us back to some of that normalcy of 15 months ago, whether it be in our households, whether it be in our work situations, our schools, our community, but also our church. We're really called to be a community. We're called to be a people on the journey together. And I hope that we continue to increase our numbers, of getting back to church as some of the restrictions are taken away and some of the concerns are lessened or ended when it comes to COVID. And I hope that come the 11th and 12th of September, that we'll be back more or less 100%. And I hope that you'll enjoy the summer. You'll continue to watch us live stream. Continue to call the office for whatever needs you have, to keep in contact with us through the website, through the parish app, and through other ways, so that together we'll grow as this community that God is calling us to be, not for tomorrow, but for today as well as tomorrow. So stay healthy, be safe, and if you're not vaccinated, consider doing so in the next couple of weeks. God bless.